Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I posted, but so much happened during that time span and I finally found the time to update. First off, I like to thank all of you guys for the support and advice. I really helped me. Quick recap: so my wife been hanging out with my coworker Andrew without telling me, and when I found out, she basically started getting distant from me, so I suspected that she's been cheating on me with him. When I started to suspect it, my friend gave me his airdrop and I hid it in my wife's car and followed her. She told me that she was going to see a friend, but I didn't believe, so I followed her in my friend's car to make sure she couldn't spot me, and after a 20-minute drive she drove up to a hotel. I'm not gonna lie, I felt sick and my heart kept pounding. I was really hoping that I was wrong and she was seeing friend, but instead I saw Andrew waving at my girlfriend, and then I see her running and jumping on this guy and kissing him. I was so hurt and angry, I wanted to get out and beat Andrew ass and tell my wife to get all of her shit out the house, but I didn't. Instead I took out my phone and took some pictures and drove off when I saw them walk in the hotel. I went home and cried, screamed, yelled and punched a hole in the wall. I was feeling too many emotions at once. I called my friend and came over and I showed him the pictures and started crying again. I screamed, 11 years down the fucking drain. My friend gave me a hug and told me to get a lawyer and to keep stacking up evidence against her. I didn't know if I can keep up the face anymore, but I told my friend I'll try. So during these past weeks I've been stacking up evidence and keeping my distance. I've seen them go to restaurants, movies, hotels, and every time it hurt, but I tough it out, and she always told me she going out with her friends or family, but I never called her and said okay. I thought I can keep it up for at least a few more days, especially because the lawyer I'm seeing that I have more than evidence to make sure I win and keep everything when we divorce, but I think I messed up yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday and I wasn't really feeling it. My wife didn't even tell me happy birthday, but her parents did, and when I went to work my co-workers got me a cake and some gifts. I tried holding back the tears because for a moment I forgot about everything, at least until I saw Andrew. He got me a gift and I fake a smile and said thank you, and when I opened it was the comic Batman, Death of the Family, and I actually surprised because no one at work knew I was into comics and DC was my favorite, and when I told Andrew that, he said my wife told him, and then all I saw was red. Next thing I know, my coworkers are holding me back and Andrew is in the corner covering his nose and yelling, "What the fuck?" And then I screamed, "I know you've been fucking my wife." Everyone got silent and looked at Andrew and he tried explaining it to me, but I didn't care. All I wanted to do was beat his ass until he stopped moving. But then my boss came in and sent Andrew home and took me in his office, and I told him everything and showed him some of the pictures. He apologized to me and gave us some time off to sort everything, and he will deal with Andrew. Shit really went south when I got home and my wife was waiting, and she blew up on saying that I was wrong for doing that to Andrew and that she talked him out of pressing charges for hitting him, and kept yelling and yelling saying, "Andrew makes me feel like a real woman and treats me right and knows how to make me feel special." And I finally popped and just yelled, "I don't give a fuck." She looked surprised and went silent, and I kept going saying, "If he makes you feel special, go live him and have him support you because I'm done." And then she had the nerve to cry and say that she'd say sorry. Plus she tried saying how Andrew caught her at a moment of weakness, but I just took a deep breath and told her to get a lawyer because we're getting a divorce, and she really tried to apologize and said that she can't afford one and that we need to work on us, but I just looked her and told her to pack up, and she kept crying and begging, but I just got her suitcase and called her sister to come pick her up, but she locked herself in the bathroom saying she won't come out until I was willing to work thing out with her. I kept telling her that I didn't want to work anything out and we need space because when I see her I feel angry and hurt, and she finally got out and apologized, and then she packed her shit and waited outside for her sister. And now I'm finally in the house alone and I can't stop crying. I feel so many things and I just don't know anymore. I'm going to see my lawyer tomorrow. And sorry if I was all over the place with my post, I'm just feeling horrible and emotional, but I am planning on seeing a therapist soon. I'll definitely update everyone once all this blows over. I like to thank everyone again for the advice and support.